Hi guys, it's Gav here from dartsman.tv. Joe's back with me again today, and we're going to be discussing the World Grand Prix draw. It's been done. It starts on September the 30th. It's live on Sky Sports. I'm absolutely buzzing. It's one of my favourite tournaments. I loved set format, and I also love the fact that it's double on, double off. Obviously last year, Gurney won it in a thriller 5-4 against Whitlock. And it was that famous moment when he nudged into him that everybody in the darting world was talking about. And probably, actually, many fans went off Daryl Gurney. Thanks for joining me again today, Joe. Looking forward to this one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great tournament.
It is. Well, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read through the draw, and then we'll pick a couple of games each that we think are standout for round one. So let's have a look. We've got Michael Van Gerwen against Steve Lennon, Darren Webster against Stephen Bunton, Dave Chisnell against Max Hopp, Ricky Evans against Raymond van Barneveld, Daryl Gurney against John Henderson, Ron Moulenkamp against versus Joe Cullen, Gary Anderson against Clayton, Jeffrey Desvan against Kim Huybrechts, Peter Wright against Steve West, Jermaine Watamina against Mervyn King, Simon Whitlock against James Wilson, Michael Smith against Adrian Lewis, Menchie Selivich against James Wade, Josh Payne against Ian White. Good draw there for you, Joe. I know you're a huge Ian White fan. Rob Cross against Steve Beaton, and Donny Noppet against Gerwin Price. So that's the lineup. What you think to it, Joe? Just before we go any further, let's talk about Ian White. I know you're a massive fan of his, and I think he's got a great draw at the Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's Josh Payne's debut at the Grand Prix, even though he's had a couple of TV games at the match play and the World Championship, you know. Alright, he's won a title this year, but I just think Ian White, the way he's playing this year, I think he's probably in the top 6 best players so far this year, maybe even in the top 4.
Yeah.
So if he can produce his A game on the floor and bring it onto the stage, which he did a couple of weeks ago on the European Tour, winning his first stage title, and I think he can have a deep run this year's Grand Prix.
I'd love to see him do it. I know that so many people talk about it and get to see it on the streams and that sometimes, or in the floor tournaments. But for him to bring it onto the big stage potentially could kickstart his career and win him even multiple titles, because he has got that talent, in he? And he hits insane averages when he's on form, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's only MVG, Gary Anderson and Rob Cross averaging more than him on the Players' Championships this year. He's played more games than anyone. I think he's hit nearly 200 180s in 63 matches. That's like 3 a game, which is absolutely unbelievable.
Just out of interest, what is, obviously because with his tournament being set format and the doubles, what is his double ratio like overall over on the stats? Is it pretty good?
I think it is really good. You know, obviously he's won 2 titles this year. He's top of the Players' Championship order merit, so I think he's been fantastic all year. So hopefully he can bring his form from the floor onto the stage. I've
got my fingers crossed for you, Joe. I'm sure you want him to win it, don't you?
Oh yeah.
I knew you did. I knew you did. So listen, let's talk. Let's go through a couple of our standout games. What is your first standout game for round one?
I think it's Darren Webster, Stephen Bunton's a really good game. Obviously, Webster reaching a career high 14 in the world this year. You know, he's reached a couple of finals, obviously reaching the quarterfinals of the match play.
Yeah.
Stephen Bunton, even though he is a Liverpudlian.
I thought Everton, isn't he?
No,
no, I knew he weren't. I knew he weren't. I'm just finding you up now, and you're an Everton fan. Sorry, mate.
He's been in really good form, despite, you know, he was good 12 months ago. He was looking to get a job. He was looking for jobs in the newspaper.
Yeah.
You know, he was really bad. He was in a really bad way in his life. So I feel, you know, it's a good game. I probably think Webster will may just edge it, but it's going to be so tight.
Webster's playing the darts of his life. It's incredible to think at 50 odd he's playing the best darts of his life, isn't it? It just shows anybody out there that it can be done, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I think let's have a look. My first standout match has got to be Michael Smith against Adrian Lewis. Obviously, Adrian Lewis being away from the Premier League, you know, this year. Michael Smith has had success, won some tournaments, as we know, on the European Tour. Also had success in the World Series. I think this is going to be an absolute belter between both of them. I think it's going to be, it's just going to go down to doubles, isn't it? It's one of these tournaments where, you know, over best of 3 sets and doubles, anything could happen. That's really stand out for me, that one.
Yeah, you know, obviously Lewis last year had Gurney in the first round. So this, if Michael Smith wins, it may go the same way. Smith win the Grand Prix like Gurney did last year. So we'll just see what happens.
Be good. It would be good. I'm a big fan of Bully Boy. What about your next standout match?
I think Gary Anderson, Johnny Clayton. You know, obviously even if it is Johnny Clayton's debut, he's on the verge of breaking into the top 20.
Yep.
He's had a fantastic year, winning his first European Tour title. Obviously last year he reached his first major final. You know, Gary Anderson does rate him high.
And Anderson do have double trouble at times, doesn't he?
Yeah, Gary Anderson, in my opinion, has been the best player this year, despite Van Gerwen winning 17 tournaments. You know, Gary Anderson's won the two big majors, the UK Open and the World Match Play, despite Van Gerwen going out twice to Desvan. So I think Van Gerwen was happy that he got Steve Remmons, apart from rather than Jeffrey Desvan in the first round. So I mean that one's a cracking tie.
I think this is a tournament. You know, as a darts player in a major, this is your best chance to beat Anderson if he's not, you know, in with his doubles, because you know, you need to get in that first 3-6 darts. Whereas, you know, with Anderson, if he's playing in a normal one, he's going to start off normally with a 140 or a 180. Only, you know, every player in this tournament's got a chance, and that's what I love about it. My next standout game is Mincha Suljovic against James Wade. I'm big fans of both of the players. Mincha Suljovic, we know, is absolutely lethal on his double 14. If he's playing well, I think that he could be an outside favourite to even lift the Grand Prix this year. I think it's a tough draw for Wadey. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it is. They played each other a couple of years ago when Wade was the seeded player, but you know, I think by the end of the game, if it's 2-1 to either play double 10, double top and double 14, they're just going to be knackered.
Yeah.
Because that's going to get used every leg. I think it's a really close tie. You know, Mensa's been fantastic all year. Wade's been fantastic despite being out of the Premier League. So I think it's going to be a close one.
So that's mine and Joe's quick roundup. Now, we are going to be doing our predictions. It's a bit soon this week, so keep an eye out next week. Joe's going to be on the show. We're going to be going through all the round one matches and giving our predictions. We actually hope to do it throughout the whole tournament as well, so keep an eye out for them videos. And also, please comment below who your standout match is for first round and what you think of the Grand Prix. You know, like I say, because it is quite a unique tournament. Now, just before I go, I want to tell you all, through the post today come these Target Carrera darts. Now, these are worth nearly about 80 quid. These were sent to me from the Sudbury Youth Dart Academy. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for those very soon on the channel, so keep your eyes peeled. Absolutely massive thank you to the Darts Academy at Sudbury for that. As always, guys, if you do like the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn your notifications on and leave loads of comments to me and Joe, and we'll come back to you. As always, thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.